I think a really good place to start when it comes to raising awareness around pharmaceuticals and the misuse of them is our perceptions of pharmaceuticals. We think that because it's prescribed and because it's come from a doctor and it's formulated by scientists that it is safe, that it's okay. But if it's not prescribed for us and if we're using the amounts above what were intended, it's not safe.
Well, it's hard for me as a worker to identify people who's misusing other people's medication within the community. It's also hard for family members to identify when people are using these medication when it's not theirs.
So generally, fentanyl is used for pain management, along with OxyContin, oxycodone, and those types of related painkillers and drugs. Generally, they're an opiate, and they can be very addictive. So someone might be using oxys or fentanyl patches for pain management, and they find that they're using them more and more because they may be getting addicted to them.
I've personally been affected by pharmaceuticals. I've recently overdosed twice, and I've also been in jail for a fair few carcerations now, and it's all because of drug use and pharmaceuticals.
If you inject fentanyl patch that's been dissolved, you're not quite sure what you're getting. You don't really know what the amount is, so it's very dangerous because rather than a pill, the quantity is very specific. If you're using a fentanyl patch, you're not sure what you're getting. So that's where we're seeing an increase in ODs around fentanyl patch use because you just can't be sure of the quantity.
Well, my experience with fentanyl patches would probably be once I touched it, I couldn't get off it. You know, like it took a hold of me, and yeah. In a way, if I didn't go back to jail, I probably would have overdosed. I've had a fair few friends overdose, and last year, recently, a good mate of mine died from it.
Cultural Days is about giving back, and it's also about having fun without the use of drugs or alcohol. But today's like today, so we introduce culture out where we're from, so that's making of spears, boomerangs, the painting, and reconnecting with dancing. Some of the guys have never danced, some of the guys have danced when they were little, and like the empowerment the guys get from the dancing, you know, like it's you know, I sit on the bus and I'm taking them home from somewhere, and I look in the mirror and it's just like I've got these little kids here, they're just high, mate, and you know, without a substance or anything in them.
Oh, days like today, you nearly got to pinch yourself, to be honest. It's unreal. Like, I've lived in Sydney, I've lived just up the road in Newcastle, you know, and I never thought I'd be sailing around the harbour. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Days like this it's the gifts of, you know, it's the gifts of just battling through and just reminding yourself that there's better stuff out there, you know, and there's a life, and if you want it, you can get it, you know. Yeah, still pinching myself.
So if you have these drugs prescribed to you, I would recommend that you keep them locked up, away from reach of children, obviously, and don't share them. It's very common for families to share medication, or especially if it's pain medication, it's just a Panadine Forte or it's just an Oxy or have a fentanyl patch. And I think that socially it's too accepted to be sharing medicines. So if you've been prescribed medicines like that for a genuine reason, just try not to share them. Try not to make it acceptable for people to ask you for them or to share amongst themselves, because it really shouldn't be happening, and it's easier said than done. But I think that if we start to change our perceptions around how we use prescription medicines, then we'll all be better off.
Drugs don't have to be illegal to be lethal.
Drugs don't have to be illegal to be lethal.